Hey everybody, Namo here. Today we're going to finish up the last piece of Skyreign, which is the torso. So we have to remove all the limbs. And here we have Skylynx in torso mode. We're not really going to review torso mode today, so let's go ahead and get him into his shuttle mode. So let's see, turn the head, pop that open, pull that down, flip that up. That's right, okay. It's been a hot minute since I've actually transformed him. Let's see. Yep, that goes like that. That goes like that. His wings come down. They actually kind of peg in his little flaps. There's these little slots underneath the thrusters. They kind of peg into, keeps them pretty tight and where they need to be. So that's good. Let's see. Sometimes I kind of forget how this is supposed to go. Okay, so these arms, just turn them, bend them at the wrist, and slide them inside the front, and close up the torso piece, and just pop his head back in. So there we have Skylynx kind of together in his shuttle mode. So definitely looks, minus this protruding piece in the back, kind of looks really close to G1 Skylynx. And when I first got this figure, I was really happy with it because this is my first ever Skylynx figure. I never had the G1, never even knew any friends that had him. Nobody I knew had him, so I've never had the original G1 in my hands. So this was the closest thing I got. I was really excited about it. My issue with it, and it's because I am a G1 fan, the shuttle does not separate from the launch platform, so you can't actually get Lynx out. Now there is a debate. This is Skylynx, splits into two pieces. One is the chicken, what everybody calls the chicken, and then the Lynx. So there's a debate on, is this guy and is this Lynx? So they can't split up in this figure. They can't split up. They can't go into their two different modes, the chicken mode and the Lynx mode. But what they do is this, that head's always really tight. So like we were doing before, just get all these legs out of these compartments, close that torso back up. These hands just kind of, or these claws, pads, feet, just kind of fold back. They don't really have much articulation. That's a lot better than what we're about to see though, because the back legs they're so weak. They're so tiny and flimsy. Just so now we unpeg from there, flip those up. This actually they come forward like this and expand out. Now he's supposed to have a tail. I mean, he always has a tail. But when you display him like this, you can't see it. That's really it. And this is supposed to flip forward to cover that gap. Otherwise, so it looks like that. Flip it forward, it covers that gap, but it exposes his head. And this is supposed to kind of tilt down a little bit so that you can have his tail out, but his tail is not, you can't really tell it's there. It's not prominent. But this is a decent Lynx mode. So dragon mode, whatever you want to, whatever it's actually called, because I don't know if they've actually classified Skylynx as something yet. But again, they don't come apart, so I can't just pop this off, fold his legs down, and then fold his head out and have the two figures. It would have been nice if they were able to engineer that, but this would not be a Voyager class. It would not be a combiner torso. That's a whole lot of engineering that they would have thrown in here. It would not have been the $40 that this was at retail. It would have probably been close to the $80 that we got for the, the Earthrise version of Skylynx. Just taking this, having the shuttle mode, having the whatever Griffin, I guess it's a Griffin, the Griffin mode, and then the torso mode. That's a lot. That's a lot of engineering, especially since Skylynx was never a combiner torso before. So yeah, that's a lot. And then being able to split them off and still do the torso mode and everything, that would have been even more. But man, if they got that engineered, it would have been amazing, and I would have absolutely loved it. I think Skyreign would have been a whole lot more popular than he actually is, because I don't really ever hear anybody talk about him. It's a good combiner altogether. The figures themselves are decent. They're really good, but I think it all just came down to, it was the last wave of Combiner Wars, and everyone was just kind of burnt out on it at that point. So there we go. I guess I need to put them into combined mode now, or at least put them back to torso so I can throw them back. So these become the legs. Oh, here, okay. So here, I watched an MGO video on Skylynx when I first got them, because once I followed the instructions, put them together, something just didn't seem right. Close that back up and just put that down. And then these come up, flip around, come up, flip around, on. So put those down, flip his legs up like that, flip that around, flip his feet up like that. So in the instructions, you basically just keep his head like this. Nope. 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 So MGO, watching his videos, I think he had this flipped up. Yep. He just tucks the head up here in the back as a backpack. It fixes that problem. There's nothing hanging down here. No dangly bit. And it tightens it up, packages it up all nice and neat. So picked that up from MGO. I don't think everybody does it, but I really think it makes the figure, the combined mode itself, just a lot more nice and tight. So that's it. And next we'll move on to the combined mode and just go over what I like, what I don't like, and we'll just see you next time. Thanks for watching.